All right, here we are. Let's see how much of a delay we have. Not much. All right, let's do it. Okay, pretty cool. Okay. We're gonna go over how to set up a business today and make money for the building material industry. For building material industry only. Okay, and so main reason I'm doing this is because the world needs affordable housing. So what I love about video is you can stop and play all you want video. So in the event that there's parts of this that you're like, oh, it's dumb, you can fast forward or you can stop or replay anyways. But so a little bit about me. I'm I'm what they call Klinefelter syndrome. So I'm 47XXY, and part of the side effects of Klinefelter syndrome is you have a lot of ideas. It's extremely attention deficit disorder, like to the max. And so I literally, to figure out a way to cope with my Klinefelters the best, I went out and built a website platform that's a lot like a Shopify or a Weebly or a Wix or that type of thing. And then that way, as I got different business ideas and that type of thing, I literally could just create all these little landing page websites. And so that's literally what I have like all these landing page websites that I've created. And anybody can use this. I actually give it to people that have the condition I have, XXY47. I give them this for free. And so they can come in and they can unload their ideas and that type of thing. And so we have a bunch of preloaded templates up in here already that we utilize and use. And then, we basically can go in and do a whole setup. And so there's a bunch of different things in here for people that have ideas, that type of thing. But we're going to focus on building products and the housing industry and that type of thing, because my new cause right now is I'm really big into affordable housing and figuring out a way that, people can build their own houses, their own container homes, that type of thing. And then also in the process of that, they can give other people ideas who can then, make money, and everybody runs into obstacles together. And then as we build it, we can make more homes in America and make everything more affordable. So anyway, so I'm going to go through just a simple website setup today, how to go in and add your pictures and all those things. And I'm going to do it start to finish. And then that way, if you have an idea, you can go in and jump in and start creating something and just super simple. So, I like to use off a template that are here. So this is a live template that's here, like this one right here. This one as well, live template. And so I'll probably just work off of a current team template we have built. And so right here, it's going to be, I'm going to do live stream My Mini Casa for me. So MMC, and then it's going to be building products. Again, if you want access, this is a freemium. So the other thing that I did recently is I got together with a lot of STEM students, and the STEM students build little widgets, and the little widgets flow into sections, and then the sections flow into pages. And in a freemium set, basically you have access to have your little freemium pieces that are in here and things like that. And then when you pay for your site, or you take it to like a monthly subscription for a marketplace, then it's paid type thing. But you can get the demo versions on all those pieces for completely free, which I like. And so we set it up that way so people could put out their ideas. So anyways, this is a site that I'd built for a friend of mine that does investments and that type of thing. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to change this out to be just a simple container page type grouping type thing. So just really quick, and we'll go in here and we'll switch out all the photos, and then we will push it over. So this is what this site looks like. I like the pages over here on the left, and then there's some pieces here. So I also, though, along these same lines, like these sites to me, like informational sites, are stupid these days. So maybe we won't use this one. I just don't really like an informational site. I prefer, over an informational site, I prefer a site that literally just takes a customer directly to a purchase. They can purchase what it is they want, like right off the bat, and then they can just run with it and go. And so, I think what we'll do is we'll do a duplicate of this one. So I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to duplicate this one, I think, instead. So let's duplicate this one into building products. And then I will show you how I created this one. So basically all you need to sell any products, it's containers. I sold containers for a long time, but in order to sell any type of product, you need you need a business name, number one. Okay, you need a business name. You need a source for the products that you're going to buy and sell. So in my situation, it's containers and logistics and delivery, that type of thing. So you need what you're going to buy and sell. You need the locations of where you're going to get the containers from. Then you need the delivery source. And then basically what you do is you go out and you advertise on, Facebook, on Craigslist, on Let It Go, on 5 Mile. You can go to sell to stores. You can go sell wherever you want to sell, quite frankly. And then you need a buy source. You need a sell source, and then you need to post them. And once you post them, people will buy them, right? And so right now, let's say you go on and you post, and it's like, you're posting a container for, let's say, there was a phone call we took this morning, $27.50, right? And so you get the container for $1,200. You then, let's say delivery, you have $1,550 left over in it. And so as long as you can deliver that container to the end user for less than $1,550, you just made a profit, right? Well, what do you need in order to take the payment or the money from that person? So you work for a company right now, and that company's name is whatever the company's name is, right? So we're going to say My Mini Casa. Well, you need a business set up in the name of My Mini Casa if you were taking money from it. Then what you need is a commercial license and an EIN number, and then you take that documentation and you go to the bank, you open up a bank account, and so now you can take money from that client, basically, right? So then you can invoice them. So what the website does is the website gives you the availability to actually send a customer somewhere that shows you're a legitimate company. You then send them to the website. They look at the website. They like what they have. They can click on the link. They can purchase right there from where it's at. And so then you can invoice them. And then once you invoice them, they pay. Now, the websites are set up in a way where you can attach your Square to it, or you can attach a Square, meaning a payment processor. You can attach your own bank, whatever the case might be. And so I just want to run through what that would look like for everybody. So anyways, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to hit, then again, I don't care if you sell on Shopify. I don't care where you sell. I'm just doing this training because, quite frankly, it is so easy to own your own business versus working for somebody else. There's just, in my opinion, everybody should have a side hustle, quite frankly. And so it doesn't matter what you sell products-wise, okay? So, but I'm going to show you the pieces of this of how easy it is, right? So here's one that I had that I've built, and this one took me about 2 days to go over it. I have a lot of the material already, so I have this one, and then I'm going to also show you, at the same time, we're going to show you what a blank one looks like, all right? So this is what we're going to build, basically, right, that's here. And so this is a duplicate. I'm going to show you how to do a map div that looks just like this, where literally, look, if somebody went to your website, so I'm going to go to this website, right? And again, this is not to sell me in any way. I would rather you set up your own company, buy from whoever you want to buy from. It does not matter to me. This is literally just to show you, here we go. Just to show you that, well, I do it even myself. Fulfilled by .us. Okay. Oh, is it just because I'm in it like there? Look at that. I love that. Fulfilled by .us. Well, I'm in it right now. Weird. I don't know. Interesting. I'll have to go and pull it up then and see what the deal is. I like that. It always happens while you live stream. That's the thing, right? So that's my favorite part. So anyways, I'll jump in there and fulfilled by .us. Yep, that should work. That's okay. So we'll pop it up and see what's going on there as well. So it's funny. Anyhow, I'm gonna show you how to build this though, and then we'll push it out live. Okay, so from scratch, let's go there first. Oh, setup. Oh, there we go. Simple setup. Simple setup. There we go. Then let me go back into here. Good. Okay. Now preview. Okay. Preview in live format. There we go. Okay. So if you were basically on here, right, it shows the different pieces. When you click on this right here and it takes you down to that, that's called what? A web anchor. So if I go here and I click on this, it takes me down to here. Now if I go right here to my current location, this is what I love about customers, because let's say a customer wants to get the product delivered to them, their container. So let's say that you are in Blackfoot, Idaho. You type this in right here, and you go Blackfoot, Idaho, and then you hit find now. And what I love about this is it'll actually tell me how many miles I am to my closest depot, okay? And I'm gonna show you how to build this. It's really cool. So, distance to my closest depot, 169.68 miles. And so basically when I build out my product in the store, I have to be able to build the product that goes from this location to this location times 169.8, and then the cost of freight and delivery, and be able to find the source and piece for that, if that makes sense, right? So real simple. So, more focus, what I'm going to focus on today is the actual delivery side of all this, right? So there's already tons of container companies out there that you could buy for and everything else, and so we're going to focus mostly on those delivery pieces. So I just wanted to show you that. Okay, so let's pop back over here real quick, and we are going to pop in and we're going to edit this new site, and we're going to build it out into like a delivery company type thing, just completely from scratch with a nice little buildup, okay? So I'm going to go in here, and I sort of like that little video, but it's not like a video for what I'm going to say is delivery. And so I'm going to go find a delivery video for use, and let's go to YouTube. By the way, I haven't done live streams for quite some time, so I'm a little bit rough still. Okay, but I'll get there. Takes a little bit to get back into the mold for anybody. So, okay, I'm going to go to YouTube real quick, and I'm going to go and find container delivery, or let's do a container depot tour. So okay, there's a Union Pacific right out of my hometown with Salt Lake City in the background right there. Cool. Okay, container depot services. Let's see what we have here. Let's find a good one here. New one-use container, Nashville, love it. Okay, Long Beach Container Terminal. Let's see what that looks like here. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna grab this video. And then I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna go to video. And I'm gonna pull this in here. Update. And there you go. Now you got your video back there, a little bit cooler, okay? And then we are going to, I like this 1, 2, 3, but again, I want to build a delivery site. There's already lots of containers out there, so, you know, let's build a delivery site and make it so that either truckers can charge for delivery for the customer, or other people that are selling can figure out an easy way to do delivery. So we're going to go that route instead, okay? All right, choose your container. I'm still going to use that. There, but when I do choose your container here, I'm gonna have that container here, but I'm gonna pull in a widget, and the widget I'm gonna use for this one is going to be, let's do an HTML like this, right? And so the reason I want to do an HTML is because let's say you got choose your container, right? There are a dozen places out there where you could potentially go to get a container. So I'm gonna go and try and find an aggregate location, and so let's go and pull developer. Let's do embed my Facebook page to my website. Okay, page plugin, that's cool. Let's go there and grab a page plugin, okay. And then we're just gonna embed My Mini Casa right there, because My Mini Casa is gonna be an informational place for people to, you know, go and find some containers or whatever else the case might be. The other one that we could do though is we could also do this other one that I have up that might be more dedicated towards containers and all the different suppliers that are out there, and that's gonna be this let's see, this one probably. I'll probably do this one. So let's go with this one. Okay, and then you're just gonna grab this little part right here, or you could grab the whole thing, quite frankly, just so it just makes it easier. Go there, and then go to this plugin source, and then type that right here. Coding is so easy these days. So right here, that's what it has, and then I can literally click on Get Code, And then I can click on iframe right here. And I'm going to go and grab this iframe, copy. And then I'm going to go back into my editor and I'm going to put that right here. Okay, so I have that. Okay, and then I'm going to go right here. And the one thing that I like is I like to use the 3 columns like I have now. And so you want to change the width. This also does it for phones. You want to change this width to 100%, and then it will only allow the feed to go the width of either the column that you're in or the phone if you're looking at it from a phone. So I'm going to hit update. All right, so now I have, right here, I have by container, okay? There's a video of me because I haven't updated it from the other day, but you know, if I change that to be just my container sources only, I basically would have, here's a container, here's your container source, and then choose container. And when you choose container, it's just gonna, for now, it's just going to my product store. Okay, so I'm gonna take out that link because if they wanna choose a container or find a container, it can either go to a source that I'm gonna have for all of the container companies that we ever had, that we ever bought from, or people potentially that pay me to be on my list, I could put there as well. And then that way they can buy for the cheapest price directly from the source. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close that right now, and I'm going to get rid of that button so it doesn't go anywhere, because otherwise it's called an open hook and you don't want that. And then next I have find your closest hub and delivery, okay? So down here I already have this hub and delivery, okay? And where this came from right here is this really cool software that I love, and it's called Maptive, okay? And Maptive has a free version. I have the paid version. It's like $250 a year or $1,250 depending how big your map is. But this right here is, so create your own map now. So you just go in here and you create a map if you're not logged in or whatever the case might be, and it literally takes you to a 10-day trial, and you can type in your information right here for your 10-day trial. And then you can literally, for the 10-day trial, you can upload up to 250 locations, and it's pretty much the full version. It's just after 10 days, it then makes you pay for it if you like it and that type of thing, right? And so up to 250 locations. But what I've already created, and I'll just go to my Maptive and log in real quick. So here's my Maptive, and you know, I have different things here that I use. So the USA Trade Directory, which is a bunch of trades and companies, licensed and bonded, insured results, and then I have peoples and companies we taught, and then I got delivery prices, and so that's the one that's actively showing right now. I'll show you something else that's really cool. You can save a map in multiple versions, and so a thing I'm working on right now for the building products industry is delivery maps regional from hubs like a Home Depot and that type of thing. And so I've got these different colors, and these colors right here right now mean something that we're working on right now that's a little proprietary. So I'm not going to share that just yet because I got to have some secrets, otherwise what I'm working on won't work out the way we want, right? So everybody copies anyways, but that's okay. I don't mind, you know, that's just the industry. Anyways, so really cool what you can do with the maps and the different things you have going on there. So pretty cool. So anyway, so Maptive, then here's what you do, right? So let's say I want to copy this viewpoint, okay? Now I'm not gonna go in and take out the territory. So I literally just go right here. This is how easy Maptive is. So Maptive, I could first go here to the data for Maptive. And I can upload whatever data I want, I can upload right here basically. And the way that you upload is you literally go in here and you put import new data. You import it. It's so easy to use. It takes you step by step. And then once you import your data, you just go back here to your maps here basically, and you select the view that you want. You can turn things on and turn things off so that people can like go to your website and see those pieces. And then I just go right here to embed. And then I just grab this little embed right here. I believe it already copied it, but okay, copy. And then I grab that, and then I go back to my website. And then right here, that's where I added this right here. And so this is just another HTML code. So I'll take this out for now and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I got this, find the closest delivery hub there, and that button. And so that's just gonna anchor to this point, but I'm gonna show you, okay? So down here, you could probably do this on just about any widget builder there is. So down here, I'm gonna take out this row too, just so you can see what I mean there. So I'm gonna take out that row. Okay, and then right here, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna grab another widget, and then I'm gonna grab a spacer. And the spacer, when it goes out to that, that's inserting a row. See how it says insert new row? So I insert that. And then next to my spacer now, I'm going to go up and I'm going to grab another widget. I just love how easy this is. Come down here, drop my HTML code, okay? And then my map that I just pulled over from the other site, I just go in here and I hit Command V because I'm on a Mac, and that loads out, and I hit Update. Okay. And then from here, oh, I'm going to close out this real quick, or I'm going to pause it so I don't hear it in the background. I love it though. Look at that great knowledge it's showing us of that load. So anyways, all right, so I'm going to go back into my site and my HTML code, and here's what it pulled up. Now, I think this is ugly, really ugly. See how it's like that? So again, I'm going to click on my code. My code pops up like this, and I'm going to go look for that width, and right now it's 700, okay? I'm going to move width back to responsive for phones and desktop or whatever you're on to 100%. I'm going to click Update. And then I'm going to scroll back down again, and it sets this right here. So now that's a little bit wider right there. See like that? It pulls out that full 100%. Looks way better, okay? So I also don't like how it says show my location and it pops up, because I think this sometimes with the whole cookies things makes people a little weirded out. So what I have to do to pull off show my location is I have to pop back over to my map div, okay? And then on my map div under here, right here, I go under here to view map, map settings. And then right here under markers, so I'm going to go into markers right here, and I'm going to turn off the markers. Now, a lot of this was literally I just played with a bunch of stuff, and I got it to a point where, you know, I tried all these different things, and so I've had 5 or 6 months to figure stuff out, and what I might do. Okay, so display search box. I do like display search box. Calculator, show my location. I'm going to turn that off. Okay. And then I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to hit save. And this is going to be don't show location, but allow for them to search where they're located by their city. Don't show location map. And then I can hit save again here. Save view map view. All right, and then I just go back out here to embed again. I hit that to copy. Command copy. I pop back over here to my map. I then pull back in my iframe with the new view, and then I change this width right here from 700 to 100%. Okay, and then I hit update. And then if I scroll down to that section where I was, see now it's gone, right? And so when somebody comes to my site, when it's up and live, it'll just show they can put in their location. They could just close that if they wanted to. They didn't have to have it open, but at least now they don't have to close 2 boxes, if that makes sense, okay? Now, I want to set this up here for this column right here, find closest hub to me, okay? I want to set this for what's called an anchor point on my single page feed, okay? Single page feeds to me are where things are at. Websites have gone away for the most part from clicking on these little bars and then people going to the next page. You have a fall off ratio that is so unbelievably high, it's unreal. So if you can't build your entire website's focus on one page, don't add it to your website. Like, that's just my opinion. About us, contact us, that can be on your second pages. But you also need it down in the bottoms of your feeds. And then also like privacy and terms and conditions you have to have in order to be compliant with your merchant processors. And so those can be pages and stuff, but they're just down at the very bottoms of your feeds. You know what I mean? So that's where I'd prefer to have them. So, okay, so I'm going to go and put that anchor point in place right here. So row. Okay, and I'm going to set an anchor for this row. And then I have to name this anchor. And so this anchor is going to be find my closest container hub. All right. Now you want to be sure to call this exactly what it is, because it will help with SEO as well in doing your websites. Okay. So it's very important. Okay. All right. So I'm going to call it that. And then right here, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to reset my anchor to make sure that's right. So right now it shows product store. I don't want product store. I actually want it to be find my closest container hub. So let's see if we got that here. So usually you select pages first. And what page are we on? I think we're on. So the home page is currently set at product store. Okay, yep. So the name of the home page right now is product store. That's what it is. And so let's just go back real quick then and go to, I'm going to rename that real quick because it's no longer going to be product store anyways. It's going to be, because we're making a delivery site right now. So delivery services store prices, basically. Okay, now I'm going to rename that. All right. So then right here in the anchor, I'm going to go to delivery store prices or whatever that I just renamed. So that's delivery services store. And then from the anchor right here, I'm going to go to my closest hub. Okay. And I'm going to close that. And so if I were to click on this, then it would just pop me right down to there. All right. Makes sense. Now, the hubs and that type of thing, I think we probably push in here a training video of how a hub works, probably. I think that would be beneficial for somebody. I like this little map, but that updates and changes all the time, quite frankly. But I think what we'll do is I'm going to back out some space here, and I'm going to add in another Facebook feed. I just love my Facebook feeds because they're so good. And I actually set up something so cool on Facebook recently that is a Facebook group, and the Facebook groups allow people to go in and post that they're looking for containers, and we don't really care who looks and that type of thing. And then there's also some, if you're looking for drivers to hire drivers, you could go to this hotshot driver, become a driver in 3 weeks. There's a ton of drivers on here right now that are looking for work, and they will go work for somebody if they, help them learn the industry, that type of thing. But I also love, recently we did this load board. We did a hot shot load board that we've just added, where we're opening it up where anybody from the industries can post onto this. Customers can post, container companies, building products companies, whatever the case might be, to set the products on the ground so that we can just build more homes, quite frankly. So hotshot load board, there's 38 members, we're growing, but I just barely started it to show that we could do this and everything else. So hotshot load board. Now, groups are a little bit different than pages, and so right here you would go right here to embed invite, and then you grab this code for the embed of the invite, and then I go back to here and I'm going to add a widget, and then I'm going to pull some HTML code in right here, and I'm going to frame in the automatic invite for the group, which is a public group, and anybody can go and be a part of this public group. And then when you buy your container from your container company or whatever the case might be, and again, there's container companies listed in there. When you buy that container, you can then just go direct. And so I think we're good. Okay, there's a width right here, 280. So again, widths, I always like to go 100% on the widths. Let's see if we can achieve this without it cutting off the picture. It just makes it a lot easier. So, okay, there's another width. So let's do 100%, and let's do an update. All right, so there you go, and it unfortunately cut off that little picture there a little bit, so we'll have to see if there's another one in here. But what I'll probably do is, I really don't need the step 3 anymore, so because this is going to be the step 3 is finding this truck, so I'm probably just going to get rid of all of column 3 here, and then I'll let it be at the 280 pixel wide. This screen, this desktop that I'm on right now, is about so I'm actually going to go like this. The desktop that I'm on right now is about a 500 wide, so we're just going to widen this out so they're sort of like 2 columns here. And if I don't like the way that it looks and feels total, let's see, so let's see if I could delete this column. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then this right here, I'm gonna move that out to the center, and it should give me a line graph of what's center. Oh, there's center. Okay, there's center. I'm gonna move this one out to the center. I like it. Now buying a container is easy as 2 steps for your delivery. So quite frankly, for your buying the container and then delivery, just 2 steps. Maybe the customer needs a 3rd step for comfort, right? But so it's just 2 steps. So that's good. And then I'm going to move this one into the center too of that column. And the way to do that would be to go to your design here, and then you do a spacing, and you give it an internal space right here. Let's do an internal space of 120. Let's see what happens if we do 120. Oh, 120 is too much. Okay, so let's do an internal space of 40. That's closer. How about we do 55? That looks to be about center. Maybe a little bit more, but we'll leave it as that for now. Okay. Now, I'm going to get rid of this HTML code right here. And I'm going to bring in a one where I don't change the width because it's plenty at 280. So I'm going to go to widgets. I'm going to pull over an HTML. Drop that there. Now, if you're doing a container company and you just want me to do this all for you, I'm more than happy to do it. I still make a living making money. And so if you just want a site, like I literally will duplicate the site. You can host it wherever you want to host it for your container company, quite frankly, or your building products company, everything else. And I'll literally just give you a duplicate copy of the site. Just reach out to me on the My Mini Casa site, that type of thing. And I will literally just spin up a duplicate. You just have to pay me the fee to do the duplicate, that type of thing. So, but reach out and I'd be happy to do that. So, okay, but I'm teaching, so let's teach a little bit. By the way, this is what I love to do. I will spend my whole life teaching people forever just because I really enjoy it. So, okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to pull this page again. And the page is this page. So this is that group page. Okay. And, oh, actually, let's do this real quick. Let's close that out because I changed some of that to 100%. So I'm going to do embed right here. Okay, good. Some of it was already 100%. Okay, and then I'm going to do copy. And I'm going to go back into the site here. I'm going to replace this code, and I'm going to hit paste. Update. All right, let's see how that looks now. And that's in the center. That's good. So there's a hotshot load board there. And a place here where, you know, there could be containers, or let's say this was the state of California. I think that'd be good. That's looking pretty good up there already. This right here, this is our product store. So let's click on this real quick and let's change this. So there's a lot of different views you could do, and I'm going to change this view from categories to, let's see what products looks like. Product text. Okay. Let's do categories. What's that look like? Okay, cool. Okay, so general. Okay, initial screen. Let's do initial screen from categories to, oh, I don't know. Let's go into managed store. This is the managed store demo. So let's get rid of the products that are in here real quick. And let's just import 3 simple products to start with, I think. So I'm going to go to products. All right. And then I'm going to select all these products and I'm going to delete them all. Let's delete the selected and click yes. Okay. I don't sell shoes or any of that stuff. That's just what the default is. I went out and I didn't build, by any means, I didn't build this really cool system. There's a lot of really cool carts now that are out there. There's WooCommerce, there's all the normal ones. I mean, there's so many different marketplaces that are out there, but this one, I love it, and it's just a real simple one. It's called eCWID, ECWID, and the integrations for SEO and products and everything else is just unbelievable. So this is the one that I use. It's a really easy, and it was a cool integration that we got. So I think I have a really basic thing built where I can import the products there. But for now, let's just add a product. Okay, so the product that I'm going to add, I'm going to have 3 simple products for delivery that I'm going to charge a delivery service basically on. So delivery. Let's do so for containers or building products, right? There's liftoff. If it's a contractor that's buying the products, there's a liftoff delivery typically. So this is going to be a liftoff delivery, and then in parentheses here, I'm just going to put forklift or crane, just like that. Okay. And then right here, a description of what a liftoff delivery would be. So liftoff delivery is likely to be a standard flatbed. Standard flatbed or step deck, and will be 48 to 53 foot of truck, or let's do 40 foot to 53 foot of truck, period, to be unloaded at the curb side of a property. Okay, and then weight right here. Let's put for weight. Let's put weight listed. Weight listed is the max weight of a 53 foot semi fully loaded. Okay, and then I'm gonna do right here, so that max weight, that's not the gross vehicle weight, that's the load weight. And so 44,600, some can tell you they will do 45,000, but I'm just put 44,600. Okay, and then SKU, because this is a brand new product, I could call this SKU whatever I want, but for now I think people need to have SKUs that relate to them. There are general SKUs that exist out there off of some sites, and so, but I'm just gonna do flat lift for my SKU, for my internal processes, basically. Okay, and then I'm going to do a storefront for the categories, and then I'm going to hit save, basically. All right, and then one other thing I'm going to do here for my images is I'm going to go in and I'm going to pull up a flatbed. There might be one in our free images we can see. If not, I'll just go add one real quick. So flatbed. They have stuff, but those aren't typically flat. Oh, there we go. That's a good one right there. I don't really like those ones. Oh, and it pulls a shutter piece anyway. So what you can do is, let's just go this way. Let's go look for, I really like the white backgrounds, and it's a standard with a lot of marketplaces that are out there. So I'm going to do flatbed, and I'm going to do white background. And I'm going to see what we can pull off of images here. And oh, there's my image that I bought, the image that I bought of my little truck that I have here. Maybe that's what I'll post. Even though it's cartoony, I don't really like the cartoony look, because it looks like it's a site you're creating, but not necessarily the real thing, if that makes sense. So that looks pretty cool, but that's not a typical delivery truck by any means. So you just got to know what you're looking at there. So okay, I don't see anything there. So I'm gonna go and look for my photos. Let's go look for my photos. I probably have something on my site, so let me just go pull. Oh, I do know I do have a one thing right now, so I could show you what I do with that. Hold on. I'm going to upload an image, but before I upload an image, let's go look at this real quick. I'll show you. Let's see here. If I go over here, Finder, File, I'm going to open a new window, new Finder window. Okay, I'm going to do a flatbed, let's look for flatbed images here. Just stop recents. Okay. Recent. I'm pulling up a flatbed real quick out of all my pictures. I can sort of show you what some options are you have to make it work for you the best way possible. So let me just grab this real quick and I will show you. Let's look for delivery. Let's see if it comes up for delivery. Okay. I found my roll-off one I'm going to use. Okay.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Delivery. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the phone, but when you talk, starts to bug or feedback or something.
Tim's in the office. Sometimes you got to work both at the same time. So, okay, I'm gonna look here and get a. I need to get one uploaded here. I might have to start with my cartoon for now. So, and then that way we can. I'll come back and do this at the end, and if people choose they want to stay on at that point, they can. So, okay, love the old pictures of the kids. It's always fun. Okay, no. Some of these older photos here. Hold on. Flatbed. I might have to send myself a good flatbed too. No, not a flatbed. Those were containers. Okay, let's see here. Flatbed delivery. Okay, let's go here. Delivery. This one. That's pretty much a flatbed being loaded. I might go with that one for now. Okay, well, we'll just put this picture in here for now. Then I'll switch it out here at the end. So, but just to show you a product here. So, now I'm going to hit save here of this one. And then a price, okay? So, how do prices work, right? Prices work however you decide because they're your products to decide prices on. But I'm going to go in here and I'm going to put a price of $500 is my minimum. And then I'm going to put in here an options or an attribute. And so my options right here are going to be distance from hub. And then I'm going to do a drop down. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to use a drop-down list here, and then I'm going to add new. Okay, and then that's the one I'm going to use. And then I'm going to do add new value, and then down here, and I'm going to do, let's do a 1 to 10. So let's do 1 to 100. And that's going to be the 500 that's right up there probably. So, but in this case, if I'm brokering it, I got to make money because I'm going to be hiring a truck too. So, I'm going to probably put 150 up there because if you order a truck and the wheels move and you don't pay for it, it's $150 truck order not used fee is what it's called. So I'm going to put 150 up there no matter what. And then if it's 1 to 100 miles, I'm going to put $500 is the minimum because that's basically what it costs to move a tire on a truck and get and those types of things, basically more or less. So yeah. Okay, so let me save. Oh no, it's not that one. Save. No. Okay. Now I'm gonna save. Oh. What is it saying here? I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna delete that option. Okay, now I'm gonna go in here. All right, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna add another value in here. So then I'm gonna do 1 to 150. And then in here I'm gonna add more money. So I'm gonna do the highest side of that 150. So 150 times 5 is 750. And then I'm going to add, and I'm going to do 151 to 200, and times by 5 is going to give me 1,000. Now again, I'm going to teach everybody how to get and find their own trucks, but if you're going to hire me and I'm going to be your broker, I need an easy way where you can go and pay for your products, number one, okay? And I can get them out to you. And I'll go out and I'll figure out where to get the truck from that you don't have to. I'll figure out how to get them out to you at a deliverable time, how to open up communication, make sure that you can track them to end-use delivery, all those things, right? And so I would set my prices a little bit higher, but the way that I'm going to do it, and I'm even going to do it, and that's what I'm opening up on a lot of these pages, is I'm going to open it up where people literally can have the links of all the people that ever delivered containers for the old company, 30,000 containers. They're going to have the links, and you literally can go click on that link, and you can hire your own truck and do all those things, and then you don't have to pay a broker these expensive costs anyways, quite frankly. And so that's what I'm going to be setting up. But there are some customers, like I got a customer that called me today, and he literally said, hey, you know, I don't have the time to go through, and so I really don't care what I pay for a truck plus delivery or whatever else. Your container prices are amazing. I'm going to go and find somebody that does it all for me, though. And so I just thought, okay, interesting. Well, that's where this idea came up with, that maybe I have a site for my building products delivery, and then I also have my sites for my building products. And then that way, if somebody says, you know, I really don't care, I don't have the time to do all those little pieces, I just want to buy the product and buy the delivery, then, well, now that exists. Makes sense? So that's what my goal is in all. So I'm going to add another option. So another option. I'm going to add another piece here. The furthest I've ever seen a container move in a single depot that doesn't overlap with another depot is out of Salt Lake City, and that is Salt Lake City to Montana. When you can't find a truck that comes out of Canada, like Calgary, and so you're looking at like 650 miles max type thing. And so I'm going to just go in and add these options until it's about 650, but I'll come back to that a little bit later, all right? And so then I'd have that. So for now, I'm going to hit save, okay? And then up here, I'm going to hit duplicate products, so there's 3 of them. The next one would be a drag-off delivery or a roll-off. So I'm going to do drag-off for now, drag-off delivery. And then I'll come back and I'll update all of these a little bit more. So for drag-off delivery, you're probably looking, you could probably do a max weight if you of a regular flatbed, again, of 44,600. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit that, and I'm going to hit save for this one because now I have a drag-off delivery. But let's do this to flat, and then rather than lift, we'll do drag, and that's my new SKU number. Okay, then I'm going to hit save, and then I'm going to duplicate this product one more time. And this one now is going to be a roll-off. And then on a roll-off delivery, they do have landalls that can go that heavy, but I rather doubt we're going to see that. And so I'm going to do a max weight of the roll-off to what the 40-foot roll-off trailers are weighted at, which is 22,000 pounds. And then I'm going to do a flat, and then call it a roll here for my SKU. Okay, and then I'm going to hit save. All right, now I'll come back and update all the little things a little bit later, but I sort of wanted to just show you this because now what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to click on these categories, and I'm going to get rid of the categories I don't want. So I don't want clothes. I'm just going to delete that category. Yes. I don't want accessories. I'm going to delete that category. Yes. And then I'm going to go right here to my storefront page, basically here. And so this is just the general, and this is just those stores. But now I'm going to go and I'm going to select back here to my products. And my products right here, when they pop up, my products now are these products, these 3 products, right? And they show literally the delivery. Here's the delivery of this, that's the minimum. Delivery of that, there's the minimum, there's the delivery of that. And they're just my different products. And so this one's going to show a drag off, this one will show a lift off, and this one will show a roll off. Make sense? And so then you have your deliveries basically. So then what will happen, again, is the customers will come down here and they will select where their location is. So let's say right here in this location, I'm going to go in here to a preview real quick and show you. So if I preview this, okay, so now I'm in preview mode, and I come and I land on the page and it looks like this. And then I come down here and I haven't hit publish, so that's why it's showing that right there. But and then I come down here and closest delivery hub, I can click on that and it takes me to my hub. Okay, and I'm going to come in here to this, my closest delivery, and I'm going to type in, ooh, oh, it's not giving me response. Whoa. I'm in preview. Come on. Oh, of course it wants to freeze on me. I like it. Okay, then I'll do that and go back so it doesn't freeze. All right, we're in preview mode again. Okay, cool. So I'm down here and doesn't want to let me click on it. There might be a active setting changed right now. I might have to hit publish basically, but oh, sign in. Look at that. Okay, there might be a thing that's on right now. Let's just make sure, and it's called public, so anybody in this view can basically see it. So let's make sure that this is set to public view. So open, side, yeah, boundaries. Okay, who can view this? Let's make sure that that's all set up to other settings. Okay, open, set privacy level, open, shared presentation maps, good, and routing's off. Okay, hide, export. Okay, authorize. Okay, and base map looks good. Open. Okay, and then okay, and so sharing map should work. Yep, public right here. See that? Yep. Okay, so that's all good. So I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna embed it again really quick. And copy. Okay, now I'm gonna go back into here. I'm gonna click on this. Oh, I gotta go back to editor real quick. Whoop, whoop. All right. All right. So I'm almost done. I'm actually going to add a couple more of these job boards that are here. There are a couple out there, so I'll show you what that looks like as well really quick. It doesn't just have to be this one that I have. There's also ones with like 40,000 people. So if you just go into load boards for Facebook, load board, it's amazing what Facebook allows people to do, and it's just out there and easy and free and all that stuff. So there's a truckers load board with 11,000, but let's look for a hotshot load board. Okay, and then the hotshot or load board that I was on a little bit earlier. Let's see, hotshot load board. Let's try and do hotshot as one word. Oh, there we go. Hotshot load board, hotshot load. So here's one, 1.8K basically. Hotshot loads right here, and so. You know, pretty good amount of people, that type of thing. And so there's a lot of different boards you could potentially do and add and all those pieces. So, okay. So right here we have this. I have a what I call a premier person right here. So you can set up these premier people if there's a broker that you really like to work with, or your own company, or whatever the case might be. Maybe they pay you a little bit for your site to be listed right there and be your easy go-to, you know, company that's listed on your site. This is just a friend of mine in a company I used to work with, and I was the president at, and so, you know, that's why it's on there. You know, just it's a good reason. Here's the national flatbed rates from the DAT, which is a trusted site, you know, that type of thing. Right now on my links here, if you clicked on one of these, it actually lists all the names of the trucks. I'm actually going to make it easier and clearer, where if you come and you land on my page, so you can buy a container from any of our container companies that we have or whatever that we work with. And so, but if people want to do their own trucking, because that's pickup only, they literally will go to this site and they can either pay the broker fee that's at the top, that's the higher rate, or they can pay the fee that's less, that go find their own truck. And that's going to be by selecting on any one of these depot locations. And we're literally going to list every trucker that ever picked up from any one of our sites on containers and that type of thing, and help them get more business, quite frankly, because quite frankly, to me, that's what it's all about. And so it's all about bringing the business back to the people that, quite frankly, deserve it the most, and get the most out of it, in my opinion. And so, you know, that's the real cool parts of America, is you can now go buy a truck and jump in a truck and do anything you want. So anyways, so after you get done building a site like this on a platform, right? You just go up here and you go to publish up here, and then in order to purchase your site, you can either purchase it yearly or monthly, and so it's free until you get to that point, and then you purchase it. You fall in here and you purchase your site, right? Like in here, you purchase your site. It goes out like this. It types in the people that it would be, and then you basically purchase, finish it, and then you type in the domain you want it to go to, and then it's completely up and ready to go, basically, more or less. So, all right. There's everything on the site and this part of it. It's been about 55 minutes, so I'm going to jump off for now. But I'm going to do more of these trainings on how to build these out and perfect your sites and cool little things and that type of thing. If you're just following the page to see the containers and the cool houses and how you do everything great, do that side of it. If you're doing it more for, the other pieces, then do the other pieces. It's up to you, whatever you want to do there. Just skip what you don't like and follow what you do like, and then comment in the feeds and tell us what you like more of, and we'll keep adding stuff. Our whole goal is to make it super simple so that you can make money doing whatever it is, whether it's selling containers or other building products, and we can make affordable building just a cooler all-around type of thing. So anyways, everybody have a good one. I'm signing off for now, and my partner's going to be like, yay, he's not live anymore. Anyways, everybody have a good one. Bye. No, I'm good.
You okay?
What's that?
You got another one?
Oh, let me just stop this button just in case. Stop streaming. Okay.